Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Minus the Rumors podcast for November 21st, 2015. I am Ed from Zero Plays Games, joined with Crimson from Crimson Rose Gaming.
What's up? Let's go ahead and jump into this then. First off the bat, we have Rocket League. So Rocket League's got another DLC that's going to be dropping in early December. It's going to be Mad Max post-apocalyptic themed. Very excited about this. It's going to be the Rocket League is just all kinds of fun, and they keep pushing these really fun DLCs.
That's amazing. Uh,
Yes.
I haven't played Rocket League, but I own it. I've played a little bit of Rocket League. I haven't done the group or the online Rocket League as much as I should have because I enjoy it too.
Yes.
It's amazing. Um,
So
so
yes,
so
Rocket League.
what all are we getting in this DLC?
Well, for $4, you can get two new battle cars, the Riper and the Grog, 12 new decals, six for each car. You get two new paint jobs, the camo and the sun damage, two new wheels, Ripper and Grog, obviously. Two new Rocket Trail, Sandstorm, and Nuts and Bolts. Three new toppers, Boombox, Cow Skull, and Mohawk. Three new antennas, bomb pole, radioactive, retro ball, wasteland, and five new trophies.
That's cool. I'll bet you the Mohawk and the nuts and bolts would be a great combination
Yes,
with a sun damage
absolutely.
paint job.
Yes, that
Yes.
sounds fantastic. Now, along with the DLC, which is $4, a free update will be coming to the game, which will introduce a new arena called the Wasteland, and something new you can look at while you're fighting or playing ball, I should say.
While you're guarding the goal like me, sitting there waiting for the ball to come to
No, no,
you.
no one actually guards the goal. It's like every man for themselves, and they
Yeah.
pretend to be on a team.
Well,
So,
that is cool.
so Rocket League has been one of the biggest surprise hits of the year for gaming wise. It's gotten a ton of love, ton of attention, got a lot of DLCs. This DLC will be early December. I'm expecting a Christmas themed DLC in late December. At least I would expect, or a New Year's themed one, but we'll see. Um,
New Year's theme, Champagne Bubble Trail. Woohoo!
woo,
All right. So, guys, while you're waiting for December to roll around to get your new Rocket League DLC, why not play the Rainbow Six Open Beta? New
whoop, whoop.
Rainbow Six Siege. Just it was just announced that an open beta for Rainbow Six Siege will take place starting November 25th through the 29th. Preloading of the game starts Monday, and for those of you that don't know, Rainbow Siege is a first-person shooter uh, with teams. The open beta lets you try 13 different game types, or 13 different character types on 3 different maps. And each map has a different day and night version. And there are 3 game modes to try: bomb, secure area, and disarm bomb. So, yeah.
Yep.
There was an open, there was a closed beta that took place in October. I saw some gameplay of it. It looked amazing. If I had to compare it to anything, I would say Battlefield meets Counter Strike. It was absolutely glorious. Uh, and the beta takes place across PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4.
Yep, all across things.
Mm-hmm. Uh, the, the beta was supposed to release in October, got delayed, or the game got delayed until December, so they got to push everything on down the line. They're trying to get Rainbow Six Siege to be the best-selling first-person shooter ever.
It has a possibility, but it's backed by Ubisoft, so
Right, right.
it'll get there and then crash.
They're hoping it will replace, or even it'll out profit Far Cry 4, which Far Cry 4 was an awesome game.
Yeah, by
Mm-hmm.
far. So I'm very excited about this. Now, on to some other news. Lightning returns. What, you may ask? Final Fantasy 13 PC release date has been announced, so you no longer have to wait for such things. It'll be December the 10th, and almost all the DLC will be on the console. All but one will be dropping, and that one happens to be, don't recall which one it is, but they have no plans to release that one. But you get, about 10 DLCs with the game. Minimum requirements, obviously, Windows XP recommended, Windows 7, Windows 8, recommended Intel Core 2 Quad, 2 gigabytes of RAM, NVIDIA. I mean, these aren't overly hard specs, so
Right, a Core 2 processor, you're
yeah,
good. That's
yeah, you're good.
practically any laptop or even workstation PCs, that are underpowered.
Yeah, so the PC version should run up to 60 frames per second. It'll have graphics options. It's been, from the looks of it, it's been very balanced and ready for the PC. It wasn't like it was just, put on the PC. It looks like it's been very adapted well for it. This game was originally supposed to come out in the spring of 2015, but got delayed, which is fine.
Delayed just means it's going to be better.
Yeah, and this game is already out on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 in February 2014, but it's now just making it to the PC, and it's very exciting. I've never actually personally played a Final Fantasy game, and I may actually buy this when it comes out because I've heard it's fantastic. Square Enix is actually a great company, and I'm personally excited about this.
I kind of am too, actually. The game does support gamepads
Yeah.
for PC. That's big anymore.
Yes.
If you're going to release a game, you might as well make sure right from the get-go that you have controller support. Square Enix recommends that you use the Zinput gamepad. I've never even heard of the thing, but I'll bet you it's very Nintendo-y.
Yes. Probably.
Probably. I'm gonna look it up.
And a little tidbit back on the DLCs. There's 14 DLCs, and you'll be able to get 13 of them. And I believe they come with the game, or you can get them. I don't think there's going to be much of any extra charge for them. All right. So on to next piece, Halo 5 microtransactions and whatnot. So as we all know, Halo 5 has microtransactions. Woo! But they have now reached over $700,000 plus, which is
That's almost $1 million.
oh, that's ridiculous.
That is
That's
$700,000 in microtransactions in a month.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Anyways, these funds get added to the Halo World Championship prize pool, which the prize pool started at $1 million, which, is pretty good, but now the prize pool is up to $1.7 million and growing, which is just
Even better.
even better. That just shows how much esports is growing, is amazing, has so much future, and then also how much love this game is, and how people apparently don't hate microtransactions as much as they think.
Right. Right. How do you get into the world championships, I wonder? I'm terrible at it, so I would never even come close to competing in it, but
Probably be sponsored. You have to be Because I had a friend that did some of this. You have to be really good. You have to rank a certain amount, get on a team, do competitions, and then at some point you'll get sponsored, and then you get put on a more professional team, and then go from there.
So make it a full-time, make it a decent houred part-time job,
Or get one of those gaming scholarships.
or get a gaming scholarship.
So
You know, I should get a gaming scholarship.
I don't recommend it. So, on to other wonderful, fantastic things bringing to your faces today because obviously your news matters.
Yes, it does.
PS2 emulation confirmed for the PS4. So now, yes, take a minute. Just take a minute. Let it soak in. I've never owned a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 1. All right. So all those wonderful games that were on the PlayStation 2, which there were some fantastic games for the PlayStation 2.
Yes.
You can now play those on the PlayStation 4 thanks to a emulator.
So, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Scarface, Baldur's Gate. What else did I play on PlayStation 2? Boy, I can't remember. It's been so long.
There's several. Dude, there's Star Wars Racer Revenge, Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. I know Star Wars was huge back in the day. All the classic PS2 titles. And I believe this is making sure this is an official emulator from Sony. Yeah.
So
This is pretty fantastic.
it's an official Sony emulator, so it'll be a PS4 update. That just means you pop in your PlayStation 2 disc and play it? You don't
know. I don't know if it's a hardware piece or not offhand.
Oh, I hope it's a firmware piece. That would just be so cool. You just plug in that. I think that right there would settle the battle between Xbox One backwards compatibility and
Yeah.
PlayStation right there. I mean, you're saving on games if you already own the PlayStation 2 games and they're sitting around in their cases, not all rashed up, not just collecting dust on the case. Be able to pop one of them into your PS4. Good to go.
Which it's really interesting that after, Xbox has been going on and on about backwards compatibility, all of a sudden now PlayStation jumps in the battle. It's like, wait, you thought PlayStation 3, wait, we'll go back to PlayStation 2. We got you.
Right.
We got you, fam. So, again, it's that battle between the two that just keep going at it.
Right.
Nintendo, where you at, fam? Where you at? You
Right.
used to do this. And now you don't, and I'm sad.
I want to be able to play Duck Hunt on my NX.
There's well, you can download it from the store and do it actually.
Oh.
But there's a difference between cartridges and discs.
Yeah, there really is. There's a huge difference between cartridges and discs.
Which Nintendo deals with that by having their own store. But anyways. But yeah, that's that about the PS2, PS4 emulator.
Speaking of Nintendo having their own store.
Yeah, so Nintendo now has their own eBay store. So if you want to go get you some Nintendo games, head over to eBay and they have their own store and you can buy things for them. It's, not on stuff ain't on sale.
It's not on sale, but it, saves you in gas going to the actual store for them to maybe not even have it in stock or have to order it.
Ease of access.
Ease of access.
And it's something that they could turn into something. They could have like monthly sales or something, but it's a thing. You can go check it out.
Right. So check out the eBay official Nintendo store for all things Nintendo. And for everything else, there's Steam.
Yep, there's always Steam.
Steam's changing the way they're doing sales too.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Seasonal Steam sales. Everybody waits for it. People set an early alarm clock. Some people sleep late because Steam is, Pacific time. So you got people all over the world. Major Steam traffic on Steam sales the day they're announced. It's not like they're going to run out of keys or run out of copies of the games or anything like that. But people want that. You got to get that rush when you buy something at a major discount. And I mean, we're talking 50, 75, 2/3 off. You know, it's an amazing feeling to get a game that was $60 the day before you buy it for 20. It is a
Yeah.
huge feeling. You just feel like you not only beat the game, you beat life.
Yep. I basically don't buy games or Steam games unless it's the seasonal sales.
Well, the way Steam used to do their seasonal sales was they would start it at a discount and then eventually move it to their Steam front page, and it would be at a deeper discount, and it would stay on the front page for 24 to 48 hours and then come back off the front page. That was your daily or not your daily deal, but your, daily deal during the sale. Steam has done away with that process, sadly. So I'm pained to say that now when you buy a game during a seasonal Steam sale, it's going to be at its lowest price the entire time of the sale.
I feel like it takes a lot of the fun out of it.
It really does. It might take that chase out of it, but I'm not gonna complain about it too much.
Yeah.
Buying a game at the absolute lowest price for the entire duration of a sale. The thing that I would complain about is sometimes when there's these Steam sales, there are so many games for sale that you kind of miss it unless it's on the front page and it pops up and be like, hey, remember this game that you added to your wish list forever ago? It's on sale.
Yeah.
So,
Which, they used to have like a voting system, and it was fun. It was a chase. It was a gamble at times because you could buy a game and then the next day it could be on a lower price.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what's going on with Steam. I personally like the change. Other people, just like Crimson said, it could make things a little less fun buying them. But I still think that in the long run, Steam's going to be better off ahead, and people will get used to it.
Yeah.
We can all feel the life get sucked right out of our wallets
Woo.
during the next Steam sale. Also in the news, my articles just died.
So, also in the news, and my article's also just died, but I can read the title and I can talk about it.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I got her back.
Hoverboards.
Hoverboards. It's
New York
2015.
City.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It is New York City, and it is 2015. Hoverboards are illegal in New York City. And by hoverboards, we don't even mean the Back to the Future style hoverboards. We're talking about self-balancing scooters.
Yes, if you have hoverboards or self-balancing scooters, they are illegal in New York City. Segways are fine because you have your hands on them.
Yep. I don't even know why this law exists. Apparently, code 19-176.2 of the New York City Motor Vehicle Code states that motorized scooter means any wheeled device that has handlebars. But it doesn't mean electric-powered devices that cannot exceed 15 miles per hour. Those are all illegal. I don't know why these would be illegal, other than what is it you were saying earlier pre-show? Just because it's New York, you think?
I can understand just because it's New York City that, there's crowds and crowds of people, and it would be dangerous to have that at people's feet when they're trying to walk past you and trying to I can understand New York City for that reason, but the reason they give is ridiculous and stupid.
Yeah. Nobody's sure on electric skateboards because they're not self-balancing, but I think bicycles should be illegal too.
Well, there you balance them
But
technically.
yeah, you can't.
Technically.
The reason, what was it? The reason they're saying, oh, the reason they're saying that these things are illegal is because it's technically a motorized vehicle, even though it does not hit 15 miles an hour. But they cannot be registered with the DMV, which that's an easy fix. Honestly, they could register a scooter. Everything's got a serial number. Take it
I
into the DMV. Get a
I
special
think
sticker for it.
I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's
Also, I don't think the government should touch my scooters, but that's a topic for another discussion, another time. But
right. Well,
yeah, I think it's ridiculous that these are being considered a vehicle.
California banned them as well, and then reversed the ban. But yeah, California had self-balancing scooters illegalized in 2015.
I'm not sure offhand,
Or what year? What year did they start it?
but it was revoked. That's the thing. So
Yeah, yeah. There was no. They didn't find any probable reason to make them illegal.
yeah,
Honestly.
again, I can understand it being illegal in New York City, in Paris, in London, in LA, because
High traffic areas.
high pedestrian traffic areas. Uh,
Chicago as well. Then
Chicago, where you've got just a lot of people walking on the streets, and it could be a problem. Now, places anywhere else, I don't see the problem.
I don't. I don't see the problem anyway. I mean, all of them high pedestrian traffic areas have got bicycle lanes on the streets and stuff like that too. It's like, hey, you want to ride your hoverboard? Go ride it in traffic.
Well, good, but then again, bicycles can go really fast. I've gone about 60 miles an hour on a bicycle before, so
Yeah, good point. You'd end up running over somebody on their self-balancing scooter. I can't really call a board that you stand on that's got a wheel on each end of it that, yeah, it'll stand up on its own, it'll balance, it'll go forward when you move your feet down and could stop when move them backwards. I can't call that a hoverboard. I mean,
yeah. Well, it's an and thing.
yeah, yeah.
It's, anyways.
What's this world coming to? First you got
HoloLens,
illegal
that's what it's coming to.
hoverboards. First you got illegal hoverboards, and now you've got digital cars.
Like GTA.
Well, digital cars in real life. That's even better.
Even better.
Even better. Microsoft and Volvo have teamed up to start selling cars using holograms.
Whoop whoop.
That's right. Pretty soon you'll be able to go into a Volvo dealership, and instead of seeing the actual physical car, the dealer will hand you a HoloLens that you can put on your face and rotate a digital car and manipulate it and play around with it. And I mean, chances are they're still going to have a real car there somewhere in the dealership if
Of
you want that
course.
old timey test drive feel. You want to go kick tires. But I think that this is an interesting way to put new technology to use.
I mean, this is new technology that is now integrating into our lives in, usable fashion.
Right. See, I thought it was ridiculous before when you would buy like a high end model car.
Yep.
Your owner's manual for your car?
Yep.
Thing sits in your glove box. Mine sits in my glove box. I thumb through it every now and again when I need to find a fuse or something like that. High end model cars, a couple of years ago, when you bought one, the owner's manual comes on an iPad usually.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. The Kia K900 was good for it too. They would give you a brand new iPad Air with your owner's manual that would sit behind the driver's seat.
I'd rather just have a book.
I think this is the proper use for current technology.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, technology has grown and expanded at such a fast pace that it left us all behind, and now we're actually catching up and actually being able to implement it.
Microsoft has also announced in the past that they're going to be working with NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory,
Yeah.
Trimble and Case Western Reserve University as well, and they're going to build applications for their device.
I think the HoloLens is a great fit for medical fields, for science, for universities, and all kinds of things. This particular one, I think it's really cool, but I personally, I want to go see the car. I want to touch the car. I want to see how it feels when I drive it, how it feels on the road. Like if I'm looking at the undercarriage of a car, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's something, all right. Ed over here, Zero, will understand exactly what he's looking at. Oh, that's the doohickey majigger. That's the floofy. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like Zero will understand everything, and I'm like, most people will be like, I understand these basic components,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not gonna sell me the car.
Right, but now there will be models that you can see like the suspension in action. So I mean, you don't need to know how that works, but you'll be able to see you'll
I
be
want
able
to
to
know.
see the body sit straight,
I
as
want to
well as the
see.
tires flex.
I want to have it. I want to know how it feels.
I
I want to scare the person in the passenger seat
I've
testing
actually
the car out.
I've actually done that before. When I was in tech school, my friends and I all had tuner cars that were in decent shape. We'd take them over to the dealership and would be like, "Hey, kind of looking at this. What will you give us trade in?" And while they assess the value of our cars, we would take one out for a drive. And my we took a me and some friends and I, in the proper grammar there, took a brand new RX-8 out, and we personally tested their double wishbone suspension over a set of speed bumps
Nice,
at about 50 mile an hour, and then got kicked out of the dealership.
lovely. It
I'm
was
all
worth it.
I'm all grown up though, but it was totally worth it.
It was totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
But yeah, I think this is a good move, and I think this is fantastic, and I think this is a lot of good will come from this.
Right. I do too. You know what the HoloLens can't do though?
Fly.
It can't help you get over your ex.
Technically, it can, but we won't go there.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yes,
But
but
Facebook can help you get over your ex. I think maybe. I don't know.
it
I'm
can make
I'm
it
on the
easier.
fence on this next one.
Yeah, I'm on the fence too. It can make it less painful, I guess.
The first thing you do after a breakup in today's age, or the first thing I've ever done after a breakup,
Cry, eat a bunch of ice cream, watch a bunch of sad movies.
as
Ain't that
well
right? Is
as,
that what you do?
well, yeah, but if I want to take some ice cream and lay it out on a hot and ready and fold it all up into one big ice creamy pizza taco and just sit there on the couch and cry
You do
while
you.
eating it, I can do that. But while I'm doing it, I'm usually either deactivating my own Facebook or unfriending and blocking my ex and then deleting a bunch of pictures and statuses.
Yeah.
Today, well, not today, yesterday, Facebook announced that they have got a new tool when you break up. It's only going to be available to people that are changing their relationship status.
Yep. It's a hire a hitman button, right?
That would be useful, but is also probably
Not
highly
legal.
illegal.
Only
No,
the U.S.
No, in an effort to help people through their ongoing effort to develop resources for people going through difficult moments in their lives. Jeez, oh, Pete's Crimson. Facebook has announced that when you change your relationship status, you will get the option to, in quotes here, take a break from your ex. In other words, the person you were in a relationship status with. And by take a break, they mean you don't need to block them. You don't need to unfriend them. When you click that button, Facebook will not even remind you that they exist. Their statuses, their pictures, anything they post is not going to show up on your news feed as frequently. When you're tagging somebody in a picture or in a status, like, let's say I'm dating a girl that's named Christina, or Crystal, Crystal, and I go to type in her name, or Crimson's name, because I'm hanging out with Crim, we're out catching a movie or something. I type in CR, her name's not going to show up in the tagged people's suggestions. And usually it would.
Yeah.
Facebook is not going to tell your ex if you choose to take a break, by the way. You'll also be able to untag yourself from their photographs and their statuses.
I believe this is healthy, but is it going to really help you get over it faster? I'm on the fence.
It depends on how deep the relationship was too.
This is true.
I mean, honestly, I've always been one for a clean break, which is why I don't talk to hardly any of my exes. They'll tell you it was my fault, and that's an outright lie. Sometimes. Sometimes it's my fault. Now, mind you, this is optional. I would suggest just do deactivate or just outright block that person. That automatically untags them from your posts, hides any pictures that they're tagged in.
Or you could be like me, and because I haven't actually been the one to cause the breakup, I wasn't the one who messed up, let's put it that way. I've never deleted any pictures, any statuses, or anything just because I want them to forever see that and be reminded every time that they messed up.
That way when they stalk you?
Yeah, that's why when they stalk me, it's like, nope, it's in your face. You messed up. Too bad. I'm doing great.
Right. See?
Holla at your boy.
That's why I prefer to block people. It's a two-sided street when you block on Facebook. They can't look at you, and you can't look at them at the same time. It's kind of nice that way.
We all have our...
Right. I drive past their house 45 times, playing that CeeLo Green song in the middle of the night with my windows down and my system up. No. Pee on their lawn, do donuts.
Yeah, all the things.
All the things. All the things. A lot of it's just crying on the couch. But sometimes those other things too. So yeah, that's that. Facebook. Good job. Nice try. We'll let you know how it goes when one of the two of us ever ends up...
No. When, in the audience, if you use this feature, let us know how it goes.
Oh, there you go. I'm probably not going to date anybody anytime soon.
Yeah, we're not hoping to ever use this feature.
Yeah, no. I want my next relationship to be my last relationship.
Yep.
Me and Jesus. All right. Resident Evil. First started in 2002. It's got 5 movies out. get ready for the 6th Resident Evil movie coming in January of 2017. Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Earlier this week, pictures were released on Mia Jovovich, however she pronounces it, on her Instagram of old Alice. In other words, Alice from Resident Evil, aged to about 70, I don't know, maybe 65. Either way, you can obviously tell it's her wearing makeup. Apparently, the makeup took 4 hours to do, but the makeup job that was done is for Resident Evil: The Final Chapter that comes out 2017. We're not sure where old Alice is going to show up in the movie. Hopefully, maybe towards the end. Maybe she'll start at the beginning. Maybe you'll see her at the very beginning. And, you know, she's looking back and telling a story as to how things happen.
Who knows?
Who knows? Honestly, I don't know. My big thing is, who cares anymore? Man, it's a double trilogy, and it's been out for 13 years now.
They're milking the money out of us.
There's gonna be 6 movies over 15 years when this is said and done.
Hey.
Hey, what?
You racking on Resident Evil, and yet Star Wars has been going on for longer, and there can be like 12 movies.
Also, there is a new animated Resident Evil movie in the works.
Yep.
Here's the difference between Resident Evil and Star Wars, though.
One's really good and one's meh.
Total box office, or total gross. I'm sorry, not even box office. Total gross for the Resident Evil series as of so far is only $930 million.
It's not particularly great.
Nope. That's why I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a 5th movie that came out in 2012. I mean, what? Wow. But who knows? Maybe they'll bring it all back and they'll close out strong with this one, and they'll bump the, a billion mark or the $1.5 billion mark.
Maybe.
The reason the movie is coming out so late is because Mia's stunt woman was badly injured on the set, but is now out of her coma and recovering well.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really good. So, stunt woman, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Congratulations on coming out of your coma.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yes, go see this movie when it comes out. Yeah, just it's. I feel like they're just trying to milk people. And then they've got some more games in the works as well.
We'll have to see how it looks in the trailers and what the critics say about it. Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's been it for Minus the Rumors. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We have loved having you here with us. As always, your news matters to us. Be sure to leave a like, comment, follow, subscribe, all those wonderful things on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Votable, stuff and things, and all the things. And Zero, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.